Let the anger continue as the WarZ returns to Steam. This is Indie Spotlight. Welcome to Indie Spotlight, the show where we take indie video game news, trailers, and new releases, and we get them out there for you guys to check out. As always, we are starting with trailers this week, and the first trailer is Contrast.
This is the night it happened, when she never came home.
I'm getting the money. I promise.
I'm staying at the Excelsior, room 605.
Come on! My mom's show is gonna start.
Oh, many loves have I.
So as you can see from the trailer, there was not a whole lot of gameplay shown, more of just showing you what the game's going to look like. Stylistically, it looks very cool, but I do like what they did show of the gameplay, which will have you switching between, it looks like a side-scrolling type adventure, platformer possibly, where you're going to be jumping between running in the shadows and running in the real world. And when you can jump back and forth, you'll be able to use that to your advantage. So it looks like it's a very cool concept. Hopefully it turns out very well. I mean, I would like to see more about it, so hopefully we'll get another trailer with a little bit more gameplay before it's released. The next trailer that we have for you this week is Voxel Runner. Voxel Runner looks kind of familiar. It actually looks very much like Bit.trip Runner. I'm sure it's probably inspired by it. It's looking to be the same kind of thing. It's for Xbox Live Arcade, or Xbox Live Indie Games I should say, and this one looks like it's going to take from both Bit.trip Runner and the Impossible game, because some of the obstacles look like they're right out of the Impossible game. I love those kinds of games. I really like the challenge that those have, and this one looks like it's going to be really challenging, so I'm probably going to pick this up and check it out. The final trailer that we have for you this week is Whispering Willows. This game actually looks very cool and very interesting. I'm actually really wanting to see how this turns out. As you can see, it's kind of a side-scrolling puzzle slash horror game, and the animation looks beautiful. I really like the way it looks. While the frame rate on the animation looks like it's a little bit less than what we're normally used to seeing, I'm actually okay with it. I think it actually adds to the style of it, and it looks very cool to me. I really want to check it out. Whoever is doing the artwork for this one is really good, so I'm hoping that this just turns out to be a really good title. Royale has released yet another bundle, as they do very often, and this time it is looking to be pretty awesome. They actually have some pretty cool lineups. They have games like Crunk, they have Guns for Icarus, Kung Fu Strike, they even have a Telltale game in there, but if you want to find out, you have to click the link below to see which one it is. As I stated in the intro, the WarZ has returned to Steam, apparently after some changes to not only the description but to the game itself. Valve has allowed it to go back onto Steam, so if you had the game before, you can now add it back if you didn't, already delete it or something like that. But I'm curious how the response is going to be. I looked on there earlier, and the Metascore is very low. If I remember correctly, it was somewhere in the 20s. So that's probably going to really hurt the WarZ. Well, it's not the only thing that's really hurt it, but I'd like to know your thoughts on this. Have you played the WarZ? What do you know about it? Are you interested in getting it, or are you just going to wait for the DayZ standalone game? So either way, I'm not very interested in it. I'm not going to pick it up. After everything I've heard, it's not on my radar at all. So as we know, on the 20th, Sony announced their PlayStation 4. They did some pretty cool announcements with some amazing technology, and all the specs are out now on the PlayStation 4 and what it will consist about. And everyone's wondering when Microsoft is going to be throwing their hat into the ring. And it looks like there's going to be a giant Microsoft conference of some sort on April 26th. So it is possible that we might get to see the next Xbox within a month. So, or roughly a month at this point. So, let's hear your predictions. What do you think is going to be the next Xbox? What do you think they're going to have? What kind of specs are you expecting? What are you expecting to see in a next generation Xbox? Leave your comment in the comment section below. Alright, new releases this week. We have Richard and Alice, we have Runner 2, and we have Bridge. But as always, thank you for watching this episode of Indie Spotlight. If you have any news, trailers, or new releases that you want to let me know about, or any of us at VVG TV, you can hit me up at Twitter at twitter.com/Dazerin, Ryan at twitter.com/MasterBlood, Tim at twitter.com/ShadowKingpin, or VVGTV at twitter.com/VVGTV. I'm your host, Kyle Lock, and I will see you next week when we talk more about indie video game trailers, news, and new releases.